What we're going to be working on today is making 3 shapes that overlap on our papers, and where they overlap or cross each other, we're going to be making those secondary colors. So maybe you have a blue circle and a yellow triangle, and where they cross in that middle area is where you're going to have the secondary color they make, blue and yellow, make green. So in order to do that, we need to get our drawing together. You do have a choice in what shapes you would like to make. They could be all different, they could be all the same. But the first thing we need to do is to make the triangle. Without that triangle shape, we won't know where the primary colors go. So you're going to need a ruler and a pencil to start. We're going to make 3 dots in a triangle shape, and those are the areas that we need to make sure fit inside our shapes. So over here I'm going to make 1 dot. Up here I'm going to make 2, and then to make it a triangle there needs to be another one over here. 3. Can you see 1, 2, 3? And they're making a triangle shape. They're not in a straight line, they don't curve, they're in a triangle shape. Then we're going to use our ruler, and Miss Gore might have some tracers if you need to use them for circles and things, but we want to make really large shapes that can overlap quite a bit. So that's what's really important. You might need to erase and make things, change some of the shapes. But here I'm going to use the circle to start. I have the dot inside of the circle, so I know it's going to match up. And I've got it pretty close to the other dots, so there's going to be good overlap. I hold down a tracer, and I go just around the edge, nicely and slowly. And there's my nice circle. Now I think I'm going to make a square shape. So I know it's going to be in here, and I'm going to use my ruler, and we want it nice and big so there's overlap. So I'm going to turn it so it's a little at an angle because I think that'll be fun. Make a nice big line. Maybe it's more of a rectangle. Sure looks like it. So I'm making the sides, and then I'm going to connect over here. And I think my last one's going to be a triangle shape. So I really want to make sure they overlap. So I'm over here making that overlap. They shouldn't be all on top of each other in the middle. I still have that little bit of space where there's a gap where they don't touch. And I'm going to make my next shape up top. And now it needs its last side. Maybe we'll make it a little longer. Why not? Make it more fun. Here is the triangle. Now, I want you to make sure you know where your colors are going to go. The ones with the dots inside of them, inside this area and inside this area, are your primary colors. So this one can be blue, this one could be yellow, and this one could be red. But the areas that overlap are going to be secondary colors. So if it does not have a dot in it, it is not going to be one of the primary colors when we get to our painting. So I want to make sure that we know where our colors are going if you need to. If it will help you, take your pencil and maybe put your Y in one and your B and your R, just to help you remember where exactly you're going to be putting those. I'm grabbing my pencil, and here's that Y, B, R. Then let's go over the correct way to do your painting so that you can get started.